My Raider rumor scale. Zero Chucky heads, tuck rule, tuck that. Not going to happen. 1 Chucky head is a small shred of truth. I like to think 25% chance of happening. 2 Chucky heads, people are talking. This rumor is 50-50. 3 Chucky heads, pretty likely. 75% chance of happening. And then 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. 100%. This rumor is going to happen. The first one coming up here on the board, Jordy Nelson. Is he going to play in Week 12? He's battling a knee injury. He's battling a bruised thigh. I'm going to give this one 3 Chucky heads. Pretty likely that Nelson's going to end up missing Week 12 against the Ravens. So he's getting up there in age, we know that. And the fact that Gruden came out and said yesterday that Nelson only has a chance to practice, that does not give me a lot of hope that he's going to end up playing Week 12. He ultimately missed Week 11 because he left Week 10 a little bit early, but he did come back. I just think he's banged up right now. There's no need to bring him back quickly. So here's what the depth chart looks like without Jordy Nelson. It's super thin. Seth Roberts is probably the wide receiver 1. Also Marcell Ateman. And then you got Dwayne Harris, who's more just a punt returner, but he works in a little bit. And I think he's just kind of on the list because, well, that's just what the Raiders listed him as. So depth chart's thin. Should Jordy Nelson play in Week 12 against the Ravens? I want you to type 1 for yes or type 2 for no. I'll be honest, guys. If he's banged up, I don't want him to play. So I'm going to type 2 for no. I want to see some of these younger players, to eat Blackhead, step up. I want to see Marcell Ateman step up again. Let the younger guys play. It's kind of a wasted season. So, Jordy, if you're banged up, my man, just kick it. Next rumor coming up here on the board is Marcell Ateman, the wide receiver 1 for the Oakland Raiders. I'm going to give this one 2 Chucky heads, and people are talking. And who's talking? Mike Clay of ESPN. Mike Clay tweeted that he thinks that Marcell Ateman is the wide receiver 1 for the Oakland Raiders. Now, that's saying that because Jordy's banged up, Martavis is out, and Brandon LaFell, he's also out for the season. The fact that this guy made his NFL debut last week and posted 4 catches for 50 yards, and the biggest catch that he had was the 32-yard ball that he hauled in on the 4th quarter on the final drive that led to the game-winning field goal. And I like Marcell Ateman a lot. I think he's a really talented player, especially coming out of Oklahoma State. So, guys, I want to know from you, who is the best Raiders wide receiver right now? It's 4th and goal. The game's on the line. Who are you throwing the ball to? You throwing it to Seth Roberts, throwing it to Marcell Ateman, or heck, maybe you're not even throwing it to a receiver. Maybe you're targeting Jared Cook or Jalen Richard. But I want to know from you, who's the best receiver for the Oakland Raiders right now? Next rumor coming up here on the board, it's around Derek Carr. And does he deserve more love? Guess who started this rumor? Me. And I'm giving it 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby, because I think Derek does deserve a little bit more love than what he's getting. Derek didn't play well the first few weeks. That's a fact. There was a reason why he was, top in the league in interceptions. He had 8 interceptions those first 4 weeks. And he's been dealing, though, let's think about this. Let's think about all the injuries to that wide receiver core. Let's think about just the turnover that he's had to deal with from coaches, head coaches, defensive coordinators, and then just ultimately his wide receivers that he had entering the year. Jordy's not there. Martavis isn't there. They traded away Amari Cooper. Now, you look at the last 4 weeks, and sure, the yards aren't jumping off the screen, but y'all were hating on him. I was too for the interceptions. He hasn't thrown an interception in the last 4 weeks. In fact, he hasn't thrown an interception in the last 5 weeks. He's taking care of the ball because he knows when he turns the ball over, this Raiders team just can't win a game. So, the fact that he's been playing that well, guys, I think we got to give Derek Carr a little bit more credit. So, I want you to grade Derek Carr this season. Don't grade him in the first 4 weeks. Don't grade him in the last 5 weeks. I want to know from you. Grade Derek Carr this season. Type A, B, C, D, or F. For me, I'm going to type C. I still think it's been an average year for Derek Carr, and hopefully we can get that back up to a B. Hopefully he gets it rolling. I also got him on my fantasy team. So, Derek, if you're watching, my man, get it going a little bit. If you want to watch Derek Carr and the entire Raiders team all season and bet on him, there's only one place to do it. It's at BetDSI. You're going to go to chatsports.com/bet. You're going to use promo code LIVE120 for that 120% deposit bonus. That is an A-grade type deal there. Chat Sports, BetDSI. What's going on? It's a team made in heaven.